Hey everyone, it's Mark Weiss. Thanks for watching. I'm sure you've heard the expression, don't shoot the messenger. In other words, just because someone is the bearer of bad news doesn't mean that you should take it out on him or her. Well, in healthcare, unfortunately, oftentimes groups take it out on the bearer of bad news, the bearer being someone who points out a compliance issue, who points out that something is being coded incorrectly, who points out that someone is fudging in connection with indicating on their charge slips what they've done or the extent of what they've done, or they observe practices by someone else in the group, and they, in essence, come and report them, and they do it not anonymously, so you know that it's Sally who's made the report. And then what happens far too many times is that messenger gets shot. In other words, that messenger is terminated. The messenger is left uninformed as to what, if anything, probably nothing was done to follow up. And so what happens? Well, the False Claims Act, a 1862 or 3, can't remember which right now, era law, resulted from the Union Army being scammed, moth-eaten blankets, putrid rations. President Lincoln pushes for it. Congress passes a law, basically, number one, imposing a multiple on false claims, on claims to the government for payment when faulty products were delivered or when no products were delivered. In other words, a fake claim. Imposes a multiplier plus a penalty, and enacts what are called the qui tam provisions, something that dates all the way back to the 600s, as I recall, in England, at which point a king placed a bounty that permitted those who are reporting crimes or reporting crimes against the king, in essence, to a bounty on the recovery. So we have the False Claims Act today. We also have wrongful termination laws today. We have various discrimination laws today, all of which, one way or another, get triggered or get alleged in connection with healthcare when the whistleblower is fired. So what should you do with a whistleblower? Number one, it's listen closely. Number two, follow up and investigate. Number three, although in some instances you may not be able to report directly back to the whistleblower on what was discovered, you can at least report to the whistleblower and convince him and her that you took the complaint seriously and that you followed up and that you're taking appropriate steps. And you certainly never want to terminate or retaliate or discriminate against him or her. All you're going to do is create that whistleblower who's entitled to a very hefty bounty if they end up filing suit. You end up spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a defense, and you might end up spending millions in a settlement or a judgment for your actions. So whatever you do, don't shoot the messenger.